So, yo, what's going on today? Talking about Kawaki and code, and it's really interesting aspect that I wanted to touch on is the scientific experiments that were going on, the so-called baptism that Jigen made all these kids go through, and I'm curious about like how they were chosen and everything like that. But yeah, the basics of this video is more so talking about why Kawaki and code are so special, and like, what was the exact reason that Kawaki and Code survived these experiments? And also, to kind of even bring that point further is, I guess they kind of sort of explain why Boruto was able to get the karma, but let's just focus on Kawaki and Code for now, right? So, I think that for Kawaki and Code, right, for them to be able to survive these experiments where all these other kids, when they got the karma mark on them, they had a seizure and just basically died, right? And I feel like to be able to withstand the karma and not pass out and not, die, there has to be something very special about you. And that's where I'm kind of thinking that the way that Jigen was, getting these kids to experiment on had to be special, right? He had to sort of, I guess, specifically pick it out. You can't just go into a random village, go boom, 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 I need 16 kids, let's go, and then start experimenting. That's not how it works. You would just keep failing and a whole bunch of kids would just die. And you basically just playing the lottery at that point, right? If you're just going, stealing kids, doing some Jeffrey Epstein type stuff, you would just be thousands of kids that Amato and Jigen would just be experimenting on. So I don't think that they were just randomly choosing kids out of the woodworks and just throwing them in the pods. And I don't think that's how it happened. But my idea is that they have to have, I guess the kids that were chosen have to have some sort of, they have to have something that's kind of special about them that sort of increases their chance of surviving. Now that could be plenty of things. That could be like what clan they came from, and things like that. So I think that maybe it could be something like sort of like clan related, where certain kids from certain clans may have like higher chakra reserves and things like that. Anything like that, I'm not too sure, but I do think that these kids had to be specially selected and that they were at least scouted or more so. Now, I think the video should already be out, but the Otsuki cult theory, I do want to kind of bring that into here too. I do think that some kids were purposely given away from, by their parents to support this overall Kara theory. Because, Kara is big, and Kara is, I guess, a cult in a sense, right? More so this Otsuki cult theory, but Kara is a cult, and I could see how they're so intertwined into like some of the villages that even some of the villages that are connected to Kara could be just also sacrificing these children too. So not even just having that specific clan, but people in the village being corrupt and pulling their strings to be able to get these people to Kara. So there's also another one aspect I wanted to cover. But the thing that really started this for me is that when Jigen pulled up to Kawaki's crib, and Jigen was talking to Kawaki's dad, I thought it was very weird. I think I might have said in the episode review, but like it seems weird that somebody would just come up to your house. Someone like Jigen would come up to your house and personally buy your kid from you. There has to be something special going on here, and it's very abnormal that someone of this power could really could just take your kid from you and kill you, right? He doesn't have to ask you. They don't need to ask you for your permission at all. They could just take you. So that's just very interesting to me. So I think there is some sort of selection, some sort of like trade or whatever, and there's some sort of like child. Is this video gonna get taken down if I keep saying child selling? Whatever. There's something like that, right? But yeah, I'm kind of curious to what other people think about this. Do you guys think that like the ties that Kara has, were they kind of like pulling kids from like certain villages and areas and giving them to a model to be tested on? Because I'm kind of curious to how they kind of picked out these kids, because Code and Kawaki, those two just surviving in the same, I guess, experiment batch was very interesting to me, how the odds turned out. But the thing is that we don't really know how many experiments they were. We just know that there was experiments taking place. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.